Alrighty. 60. 6%. Oh shoot. Perfect. Sorry, Danny. Oh. 1. Alrighty. Whoa. That's what I do in a way. But it's nice because I can really set it. I was struggling with it for so long that how I could make videos or do things that I like don't bother anyone else and also the client. And it's really nice because it's been angled in a way that only my fingers are like showing, you know, so it's quite nice. What's that? Thank you so much. You're very kind.
Is it going well still? Because when I saw you last, you were like really on a roll with the TikTok.
It's even better now. So yeah, as I said, like the glory is to God. So it's not really like me, but I'm just extremely grateful. So yeah, basically, I'm not to boast. You know, I'm just like analytically saying. So on TikTok, the way it works, there is like the account has a certain likes as well. So it shows you, for example, like how many likes the whole page has. But I'm not sure that if you are like familiar with like TikTok, yeah, it's like, yeah, good. It's very addicting. So I'm really trying to like keep myself quite away from it as well. And basically, just last week, I reached 1 million likes. Yeah, so it's quite incredible. And also, for me, like the most incredible thing is like the followers, because I was doing TikTok for 2 years and I had 270 followers. And last week I hit, in the last 3 months, from 270 followers from March, now I have 25,000 followers. So it's like a bit crazy. It's just hard to it's very overwhelming that you know how incredible it is, and you know I'm just like keep on doing, and that's it basically. So yeah, it is going well.
I was telling someone about I did a LinkedIn post after I
Mm-hmm.
saw you last, and I was going to a gig with my friend,
Ah.
and I did a LinkedIn post about like grabbing the good stuff in life, and it was all about like balance for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not realistic to have a kind of balanced day every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm.
more about the rhythm of life.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
like recently, I've been really, really busy. But when I said today, I went to the hairdressers and I had like the most incredible haircut.
Oh.
I love my new hair, and now I'm having dinner by myself
Ah.
with people and going to the shoot with my friends. And
Yeah.
it's so lovely. And someone's like, "Where do you have the best hairdresser?" And I was like, "I'm your hairdresser, but it's not the best hairdresser." And I was like, "He does these videos that he's telling me about." One of my friends was like, "Oh, I would like to watch head massage videos."
No way.
On your own head, I was like, "Yeah, that is what he said."
Oh my god. That's very kind of you. Oh my god, that's so lovely. Oh my days. This is the thing, like it's not really real until for example, I had a client last week and she was fully from TikTok, right? Like from yeah, and she's like she lives in the area as well, and she's literally like she's literally like she's from Yorkshire. Have like this typical like Yorkshire accent, and she's so sweet. She's very yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's so lovely, and she lives here with her boyfriend, and she's like 26, very like sweet, you know. And she was literally like the craziest thing, Katie. Is like having my consultation, and she's literally like she's sitting there, and she turns towards my direction, and she's like, I'm not even kidding. She's like, I was like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. My name is Beth. I always have like this like energy, you know. She looks at me and she's like, oh my god, it's you. I was like, what? This is it's a bit much for me, you know. It's like, I think the next level is gonna be if I'm gonna walk on the street and someone can recognize me, I will be like, that's a bit crazy for me. So yeah, I'm just like, it's quite difficult to be consistent because last year I got a present from my family for my 30th, and it's because I love like the ballet and opera, and I got like a membership for the Royal Opera House. And yeah, and this is the thing, I still haven't been, and this been like last September, and I'm just like, I don't know why, I'll just still haven't been there, and I just feel like I need to make sure that I don't get like too swept away with all this, because this morning, so basically I started to do again more Instagram posts as well. So every single day I do like a TikTok video, Instagram reel, and YouTube video and YouTube short. So it's like some people, they are like, oh my god, how can you like post every single day on one platform, but like not like free, you know? So it's like, I genuinely, I don't really know like how am I doing it, but I'm just like, I don't know, I quite like it, you know, I enjoy it. So maybe that's, yeah, this is like the biggest thing, because I feel like that's it.
I mean, I had a business strategy day this week
Mm-hmm.
with two girlfriends who run their own businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about that actually, when you're like, go.
That's it.
For me at least, sometimes I feel like I've lost a bit of that creativity because I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired.
Yeah, of course. Oh my god.
And these platforms are like reacting to it. Is that what you're kind of doing? Like experimenting with how they...
To be honest, it's more not necessary. I mean, experimenting is a great word, but I would say I'm more just like, I want to take over the whole social media, like every single platform. Like I don't care. I mean, Twitter it doesn't work for me personally, but I might just gonna post there because I'm just gonna post every single place, because I feel like at the moment I'm the most popular on TikTok, right? And for example, as a hairdresser, most people when they see your work, they're gonna look up your Instagram, right? So I have really lovely work on my Instagram. This is so crazy what I'm about to tell you, because I was actually thinking about you and like some mental, don't know, this morning, because I only did this a few days ago, and you're not gonna believe what happened. So on Instagram, I have like hundreds of posts, right? And actually Esther, who you see here, she come to me like a few weeks ago, and she's like, I don't understand, like you post so much on TikTok, so on Instagram, why you don't have like more posts? And I'm like, oh, everything is archived, because I was in a different salon. So like, I just like, I guess I'm not gonna like represent like other salon, right? And she was literally like, what you mean? Like everyone is very proud of you in here, and the bosses are very proud of you. So like, you know, just like you don't have to archive your posts just because of that. So I've been like hustling. I mean, I've been like not hustling, wrestling with the idea, and I was just really thinking about what I should do. And it's crazy how much like mentally you are like it's affecting you. And I was really thinking about like, should I remove it? Should I put them up? And then I was like praying for it, and I was just thinking about like what I should do. And then I realized that I was like, you know what, this is my past, and I have to be proud of what I've been gone through. And I literally just 2 days ago, I just uploaded a lot of like I just gone back and I just uploaded a lot of my posts from previously. And Cheryl, she was immediately like, oh my god, it's so crazy to see that I have posts from like Daniel Hirsch's Salon, where I used to work in, from like 2018. She's like, it's so crazy to look back, and it's like you can see that what you've been gone through, you know. It's so amazing. And I was just really like, I don't know, just like really shocked at actually, oh my god, why I didn't do this faster, you know. But I think personally you have to get through that stage. I think that you accept it, you know. I wasn't ready, I think. I don't know, interesting.
What do you think is holding you back from it?
I think I didn't forgive them, you know, because I gone through quite a lot in other salons. So it wasn't just like, oh, hair and do this, but it's funny, like I gone through quite a lot of like bullying in my life. And because I feel like the taller you are, the bigger you are, the more positive you are, more sometimes in some places more people are gonna hate you, you know. And some of the salons I was before, I'm not even kidding, it's like in one salon there was 48 people working. In Hirschson's there was like 70. So we have literally one office room, and 6 girls, they were literally on their, they had like their own office desk, and they were literally just booking people in and replying to emails. It's a bit like crazy to think that, you know, how different some salons in London, you know, and how big some can be. And there is a lot of cliques, you know, so like if you are from different country, so I don't know, just a lot of things. And I feel like sometimes when I left, like for example, when I was a creative director in Balham and Clapham, I basically, for me personally, my boss was a little bit like crazy, you know, and I just couldn't take it anymore after 1 year. And there was a lot of like promising, a lot of like, oh my god, you know, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. And even when I handed in my notice, she sent me a message which she deleted afterwards, which is like, I didn't even reply, and she was like, oh, by the way, now because you are leaving, if you say anything bad and negative about the salon to anyone, I will personally like sue your family. And I was like, why are you doing this? And it was just like so like uncalled for. So for me, I think I healed now in the last months, and now I got to this stage that I'm like confident, and now I'm like, okay, you know what, I deserve this, and I should be proud of what I've gone through in the salons, and I am.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And I think I understand that kind of recogniting your own good work that you did whilst you were there. Sort of, you don't want to give them that. I once left as well, which I can't talk about because they made me sign all those agreements where they
Makes
won't
sense.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Because the woman that I worked for was just a complete psychopath. And I remember one day
Crazy.
saying something to me that was so awful. I sat there and listened to it, and it was like this wall just kind of came down inside me. And she then followed me back into my office, still shouting. And was like, I'm not upset, man. You are so insane. And I was doing a call the next day with this client, and I was like, I'm not going to let this client down.
No.
I'm still going to do my job because it's nothing, it's not the client's fault, right?
Yeah.
And the client, poor client, they so lovely and seemed stressed out. So I was like, I phoned my husband, I walked out the office, phoned my husband, he's my fiance then. And I was like, I'm going to do this hearing tomorrow, and then I'm never coming back here.
Yeah. That's
like,
it.
I'm never going to enter this office ever again. And I didn't. And I sent him an email.
Amazing.
And I was like, this amounts to like constructive
Yeah.
business.
That's
This
it.
was my, and then I went and sat down and wrote a note of everything that had been discussed, and he had said what. And
Good.
I was like, if you want, you can see my handwritten, like, dated note.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, like,
Crazy.
it takes time to heal things.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's so hard.
Yeah,
And you kind of think, did I do something? Like,
that's it.
did I do
Yeah.
something wrong? And you're like, no, you're just actually crazy.
Yep. That's it.
But it really hurt me.
Yeah. It's crazy because I feel like every very healthy individual, we immediately just look at the mirror and we just don't want to point fingers, and we are like, what did I did wrong? What did I do wrong? And I was like the same as with Charlotte. I'm not gonna say like her full name as well, but with her, it's just like, for me, it took me a long time to realize, wait a minute. Every day I went in, because she in person, this was the craziest thing when I handed in my notice, like we didn't even have a meeting. She was like, I just like don't really want to see you. But she came to me once and she was like very, very upset, and it's a very similar scenario. And she's like, just want to tell you that, you know, I did so much for you, and I was just working there for 1 year, you know, and I'm like, I genuinely just pushed myself to my limits, and you know, it's like, it's in Clapham and Balham, you know, it's like, it's so far away. It's like, for me as a hairdresser, it's like a 1 hour, you know, to get there and do a physical job. It's like, I don't think people sometimes understand like what kind of strain is that on your body. Is hairdressing is very, very physical job, you know. I think all of us, if you would talk with anyone who I'm working with as well, I think all of my lovely colleagues, you know, I think everyone would say that it's sometimes it's okay and you feel really good, but sometimes it's like your back, you know, your shoulder, everything can like be painful. It's a tough job, you know, it's very physical, so you know, you're using your body basically. And I don't know, sometimes for me some things are really difficult. It's like a little bit like contradiction. So for example, when I was in one of the salons in there, I learned so much, Katie. Like, I really don't want to take that away from them because they are like one of the best educational company in the whole world, right? And I was just like very grateful to be there. But for me, what was very difficult, that the whole salon was this like very kind of, I don't want to say hippie, but it's very like namaste, you're gonna sit down in a circle. That's where we had like 48 people. They used to be much more, but just the assistant team was like 12 people. It's like so many. And literally, they were like, they had this, if there was any issue, immediately like meeting outside. And oh, let's go for a chat. And it's like the questions, it's not that deep, you know, but the questions were so many times, it was like, so tell me exactly what you're going through and what's and what is at home. How is your husband? Oh, it maybe because with him there was. I was like, no, there's no problem. There's no problem at all. It's just like I just had a bad day or whatever. It's like a lot of those things were not that deep. And when I was there, for me, like the biggest contradiction is that every single day I was going in and I was doing my job, I was working, and basically there was one guy I used to work with, but he was there for 3 years, and ever since the pandemic, the guy was like still there, and they were literally had this thing in the salon that they are extremely like dead, very strict, super strict. Like I'm telling you, this is true story. The cleaning process in the salon, all of us had a toothbrush, and with a toothbrush you were going to like these places. And it makes you like more OCD. So when you're cutting hair or when you do these things or taking sections, everything has to be perfect. Because my boss used to say, Johnny is a very nice guy, but he used to say, if you cannot clean perfectly, how you want to cut a straight line, you know, how you want to do like precision cutting. So just like I've seen things like crazy, I know, and you know what happened? This guy every single day was late, every day. And we literally had this rule, this policy, that you have to be in the salon at least 15 minutes early. Because in here, we also have employees just come in when you want, right? And oh my God, I come into the salon every day half an hour early. I went to the gym, whatever, I was cleaning the salon, I was practicing haircuts, doing a lot of things. And no matter what I did, this guy was always forgiven. They were always like, oh, Anthony is fine. And I don't know, for me, it was really difficult to swallow that, for example, I'm just telling you this. I don't really say this to my clients usually, but I cut the hair for the homeless once a month. So I do like the charity work. And I'm not sure, maybe like we talked about this before. And next Tuesday, I'm gonna have again the appointment, and I'm doing this for like 4 years. And I don't really like judge hairdressers who like post a video about it. There's so many things you can post video about. So for me, like it's a little bit like, oh, look at me, you know, and just for the views, right? It is what it is, right? But why it's crazy for me is because I was like that for so long, and basically from that salon, after COVID, they were, for a few years, they were still okay, but then they made some harsh decision, and they were like, okay, we're gonna they literally let like 15 people go. It was crazy, right? And they didn't let that guy go, and another girl as well, who was also like a bit weird. She's still there, and this girl uploaded videos of like, she did like this charity work. She's working with blind people and all that, which is amazing. But basically, the whole video was like completely about, not necessarily just a clickbait, but it was more about like just for the views, you know. And it's crazy because she got like 80 likes or whatever, you know. And it's so it didn't even go viral, but it's like, that's fine with everyone, and the namaste and all that. But when someone is like truly kind and positive, and I was always I was like I started to do like leadership role as well, and they let me go as well. So I was like one of those, and for me it was so difficult to like forgive that. And up to this day, sometimes when I see these people on Instagram, it was crazy because when I left as well, this girl, for example, I'm always very good with like Polish people. They are very like because they are like Hungarians, you know, they are very similar. And this girl, she's like I don't know, she never really. Every time when we worked together, we were like very close apparently. And we always called each other like, oh, what's up, legend, you know. And then they got engaged, we got engaged. So we just had all these things. And you know what's the craziest thing? When this happened, and when I got like not fired, like let go, you know, like with other people, it's basically 10 people got let go. And I was like, everyone was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then they met with me as well, and they were like, oh, I don't think they should. Ever since that moment, like with this girl, we never ever chatted ever again. So for me, like that's also like, I don't know, it's a little bit like, you know, we can say that, oh, you know, you're not in a workplace to make friends and all that, but don't call me legend every day then and be like this like very friendly person then, you know, then I don't know. So for me, like that was like very difficult to forgive as well, but I did eventually. And even from that salon as well, now I posted things. So, you know, but I don't know, it's hard.
I think you really care about your work and you're obviously just very kind and warm. I think these work relationships will remind you are really intimate because you see these people every day. So kind of sometimes end up knowing more about your life than like some of your really close like older friends because you might not see them months at a time.
That's
And so it's funny when you leave and then you're like, oh, actually with what I thought was there isn't. Because you're not contacting me or kind of
yeah.
I had that sometimes. I met with someone yesterday she's a lawyer and a close friend of a friend and she was like, oh, your old friend sends you loads of work and I was like, no. I was like, my friends send me like refer clients to you. I was like, dude, no. And I was like, I think they think I'm gonna like steal them. I have no interest in they very quick they're like, oh, when you're doing the therapy, like we'll send you loads of clients, like the consultancy, like and I was like, okay, that's totally fine. But like I will obviously remember when I start the therapy. Like,
yeah.
yes, we're friends, but also we have like a business relationship.
Yeah.
And actually, you haven't really kind of the friendship hasn't kind of gone continued. And that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But then you can't ask me later, you're like, oh no, actually our besties.
Yeah. That's it.
Reality, if that makes sense.
So interesting. Yeah, that's very, very, very interesting. But where you manage to like forgive them still, not forget, but just like, you know, just give it to.
I chalk it up to, and I guess that's the thing, isn't it? It's like this interweaving of emotions and business with these kinds of relationships, which maybe makes them powerful when they're going right and sort of a bit disappointed when they're going wrong. But for me, I would separate out. There is an emotional feeling there. I'm a bit disappointed because, you know, you said you were super supportive, but it wouldn't actually be.
That's it.
But I do understand from a business perspective why they would send some kind of clients and why they wouldn't send others.
Of course, yeah. I mean, trust me, I can definitely understand with the clients. You know, it's like, but no, it's a bit of an interesting one. It's like, for me personally, I have a lot of people, especially now, miraculously, a lot of people are like, oh, I want to collaborate with you for free, right? So, of course. And there is this girl, she's a fashion designer, and she's like a friend of Rhiannon, and sweet girl, don't get me wrong, but she thinks that, you know, I'm just like jumping And immediately she's like, oh, we're gonna like collaborate together and do this and do that. And I already said to her that, look, if you truly do, because she does have a following, and I'll give her that. But she's like, oh, we could do a video and do this, do that, and would it be okay if you, because she wants to do keratin treatment. Mind the fact, keratin is like 5 hours, so like for me, I would literally like lose money on it, right? So I said to her, look, I can do a little like discount, but to be honest with you, it's like what we are talking about and what you are mentioning to me, this is like around £325 altogether, right? So with all due respect, she's like, yeah, don't worry. So she's like, I'm gonna come back to you and we can just get rolling and woo. And literally, she didn't texted me for like 3 weeks. And then out of nowhere, she texts me on Friday evening, like voice note, so cringe, these voice notes. I don't know, I'm not, like, when people are like, voice note, like, hi, Benz, so, like, and I just like, like, just send me a text. That's it. It's like, oh yeah, of course. Yeah, sometimes I use it as well, but 10 minutes. It's like a podcast, Yeah.
If you're going to do like this about it, I'm not going to send you a few voice notes. I was like, good. I never
Yeah.
want you.
Yeah.
I was like, if you ever send me that, I won't listen to it.
Yeah.
Say that now.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I love you, I support you, but this is like who has time for that? Yeah. And yeah, basically, you're not gonna believe it. On a Friday, she texted me that, oh, we're having the shoot with this clothes, and she's sending me over her, because she's a fashion designer, so she created some dress, and she's like, so this is gonna be the dress, etc., etc. She's like, yeah, and Ben's, so when could we do this? Because yeah, so it's gonna be like next Tuesday. So up until that moment, there's only was Saturday appointment. Sunday, Monday, I'm off. So I'm like, I told this to her, that how I work. I work Tuesday to Saturday and like 10 to 8. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want to be like rude if I say this, but like just to even have the audacity to think that on a Friday I'm gonna have an appointment for a Saturday. And Saturday is like the most busiest day for us. And also keratin, haircut and all that is like literally half a day appointment. And I'll just like I just said to her that, so when are you wanna do this? Because it's like there is no possible way of doing it. So she didn't come back to me as a way, but I'm like very respectful, I'm like I say to her very respectfully, but it's like, I don't know, sometimes some people think that hairdressing is just like ha ha ha, just like we're just like having fun, we're just joking, and just like oh, love you so much, oh, just do the job and that's it. It's like such an easy fun activity, it's like we are working as well, and yeah.
And there's also something underneath this where it's like, okay, so I'm super great, so you will, and it's like, I'm not actually doing you a favour.
No.
The reason we have collaboration is because we both have something.
That's it, yeah, exactly.
So respect me and like recognize that.
Yeah,
That's,
I don't know.
whatever.
Yeah, so personally, I was just like, okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm not gonna like cry myself to sleep, but I don't know. It's just like I feel like already I was like kind of wasted my time to like even reply to her, and she's like, as I said, like she's lovely in a way, but some people are just like in their own universe, a little bit, and especially fashion designers, you know, they are like, everything is around them. And we have this guy Johannes who's very sweet, you know, but he's like, he doesn't text you until he needs something from you, you know. And it's just a little bit like, that's also, that kind of mentality for me is a little bit like icky. Sorry, I don't want to like dump this, but
as part of my business meeting with my friends, I mean, they are my friends, they're my really good friends, but they're also quite, they're quite intense, like, they're quite intense, and I respect them a lot.
yeah.
And I kind of thought, oh yeah, let's like have a day and we'll chat about our businesses. And I maybe wasn't taking it that seriously, and then a few months ago, one of the girls was like, here's the agenda for the day, like I've divided up the time, I'm going to prepare all my financials.
Mm-hmm.
Only like a paper for us to read, and I was like, I was like, wow, that is quite a lot. But
Yeah.
also, this is good, like really
Mm-hmm.
useful. And I was talking to them about organically growing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
you know, when your mind just keeps returning to something and I don't know what because doing your own thing is kind of, it evolves as yours goes.
Of course, yeah.
Anyway, like, I don't really know what direction it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea of the
Yep.
direction, but I don't know the speed and the involving other people and the collaboration feels to me almost like the
Yeah.
most difficult part because you cannot just you control that bit.
No.
It's about finding
Yeah.
people and how you work together.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but I want to do that because I want to, in the next year, like, ideally, like, to be collaborating with one or more other people.
Okay.
On the
Mm-hmm.
business side, so I've qualified for purpose.
That's
I
it.
can focus on developing this like particular kind of therapy that I want to do.
Mm.
And I can shunt off a bit of that. There's
Mm-hmm.
some other people that
Yeah.
still sort of make
Mm.
some money from a plane.
Yeah.
And I don't like working alone.
Mm-hmm.
Come up with my best ideas, sort of bouncing around with other people.
100%. Yeah.
But then like, oh, how much do I share?
Mm-hmm.
How we collaborate?
There we go.
Structure, and it's, yeah, it's kind of have to put some host in place, but it's tricky.
Very, very tricky.
I think that's one of the reasons I'm so tired today, because I had a meeting with someone yesterday and was like, I really want to work with you, and I was coming to say to them, I was like, I can't have a conversation with you now about what we might do.
Mm-hmm.
I get so excited.
That's it. Yeah.
Ideas, and I really like the way that this person thinks.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm going to get all caught up in it, and then it will have this like momentum. And I was
Yeah.
like, I actually think you, the other person, needs to take the summer, think about like what you want to do for yourself, and then we'll kind of
100%. Yeah.
But it's turning over and over and over in my mind, and it's like it's not excessive. It's just maybe it is. I think when I'm excited,
Why would it be
or
obsessive, you
interested in
think?
them,
Mm-hmm.
become slightly obsessive about it and turning it over
Okay.
in
Mm-hmm.
the back of my mind
Mm.
to wait for it, some ideas and answers to
Mm.
but we actually need to just trust that what will be
Mm-hmm.
will be and
Yeah.
that was a very long way of saying collaboration feels like a difficult thing.
It's not, because I think you wanted to like kind of explain what you feel in it, because it's like you can say that to me in that way, and I can say that to you in a way. Like, for me personally, what I realized in this TikTok journey, and this, I think this is gonna help you in a way, is like sometimes you just have to like do it. And it's like so many people, like my mom is like a perfect example of it. My mom released like a children's mental health book, and I'm so proud of her, and she's like doing really well and just doing her thing. And she's like, wanna make the posts and everything. There's like a lot of thought going behind it, and which is great in a way. But what I realized in social media is like, especially, and I think not just in social media, but literally anything, is like, just go. just do it, just straight away, you know, because the thing is with what you're saying as well is like sometimes people are just like in this like planning phase for like weeks and months, and then literally in like, you know, oh, this is a very, very, very good this quote, you know, this is about like suicide. So for me, it's very close to my heart, you know, and it's crazy because people were asking about someone who's like, do you have anything, any quote or anything about like suicide that like it would be more prevention, you know, and the person, you know what he said is like people really overestimate how much they can do in a month, you know, but they really underestimate how much they can do in 1 year, you know, and how many things you can change. And for me as well, with this like TikTok journey, it's like it's just a bit crazy that like 3-4 months, how much can happen. And it's TikTok journey, but wait a minute, it's a YouTube journey now. It's like this Instagram journey continues as well. So I just feel like in with all honesty, it's just things are just working in an amazing direction. And just because simply I'm just, you know what's the craziest thing? If you give me your phone and if I hold your phone and I'm looking at your phone, you know, on your phone, because you know you're not gonna have a brick phone, you're not gonna have like, your phone has a recording, and literally just here I sit down, I press record, and I record a 10-15 minute video, and I can press upload and it's out. It's literally that simple. And it's like a lot of people are like the angle and the HD, and it's like who has to be like this perfect thing, you know. And many of my videos, I want to be humbly honest with you, like the quality, the sound, some things they can improve, you know, they could be better. But sometimes I don't know why. Maybe it's algorithm, maybe it's something else. Out of nowhere, it just got 1 million views, or 3 million, you know. And it's just like, how is this even possible? And this is what I wanted to say to you. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. With your idea and your things, it's like if you are in that momentum, it's like it's coming to you even more, just because you're doing it, right? And then you never know which idea is gonna be like, you know, it's like even more life-changing.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to dilute it too much. Yeah. But also I do want to do something, and then I need to bring in other people.
Yeah.
So I need to work on my own.
That's it.
Control.
Yeah.
What this is.
Yeah.
Keeping me awake from that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, and I have a really great feeling about this person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can think of one, and you're like, love the way you think, I love the way that you think together, and it feels like, to me, that happens like a really nicely often amount, but it's still special. Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I feel like maybe this is it. This is also a comment of doing. You need to do your own healing, and it was like, I'm just going to do it else. But, which is why I love healing. And my friends are like, why am I doing this? Why am I thinking about this? Why is it the thing that I'm keep coming back to? Is this really what I want? But I'm already doing it.
Yeah, that's it.
So this body is the reason for it, and I just need to teach. That's what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's for me what was a really hard thing to swallow? So hard, Katie. For me to swallow is like, it's like, oh, you know, sometimes you have these motivational quotes it's like egos fly alone and you're just pushing it on. But sometimes it's very lonely, because I feel like the way you think, not everyone thinks this way, and you share your idea, you share your thing. Because when you say like, oh, I feel like I'm a bit like too much, you know, I feel like that as well. So that's why I do everything with social media and all that. It's just like I just want to be like just a unit alone, because I feel like, yeah, it's true. Unfortunately, if I collaborate with people and all that, it's like I literally say to people, it's like, oh, so how you can get viral? And I'm like, just post every day, just one video, just post every day, right? And yeah, yeah, yeah.
About it, and I explained that. My dad gave me some good advice last night.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, say to his mom, let's have a meeting at the end of the summer, like, or
Mm-hmm.
something, and you say to her, you write down, like, an idea that you've got, what could you bring, and, like, take
Mm-hmm.
and do, and I will write down an idea
Yeah.
of what she can take and do, and he's like, sit at a table and flip them at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and see how close and far apart you are, and
That-
it's like, that is a great idea.
That's a very good idea. Oh my god. Yes.
It's really good. Like,
Honestly, sometimes it's okay. I don't know. My grandparents as well. I always think like, oh my god, they are from Hungary and it's more. And sometimes my grandma is gonna be like 80 soon. They're still like 60 years old. They are like running around and some healthy. But sometimes my grandpa as well, he can just say a sentence, it doesn't make any sense, and then sometimes he says a sentence, it's like we should put this in a book, you know, it's like so amazing. So let me just I'm just gonna get the gloss because I have to apply that anyway. 1 sec.